Good afternoon, guys. Just wanted to do a short video. This will be the second one for the week, so I think I'm actually breaking a record. Just stopped for the night, took a shower, got an early morning delivery. But I'm going to do a video on the 1 year review of my truck here real soon. I know a lot of guys are asking a lot of questions in the comments of the videos. How's the truck holding up? Lots of things. Lots of people are wanting to ask questions. I've had a couple people reach out to me through email or even just through the comments on the videos. My phone number isn't a secret. I put my phone number out on every video, and quite frankly, I'll put it out on the main page of the Facebook. Don't hesitate to shoot me a text or give me a call. I do a lot of night driving, but it just really depends. I drive for whatever the load requires. But with that being said, just shoot me a text. If I'm up, I'll call you back. If not, I'll call you as soon as I wake up, and you can ask me any questions. But the topic I really want to go over, everybody knows that I'm at F2F now, and I kind of kept it a secret. Well, not really a secret. I mentioned it on the lives a couple of times, but I really haven't put a video out. So my topic of the day that I want to really talk about is recruiting. When guys come in like me that recruit for new companies and stuff, and there's a lot of that going on right now at a lot of companies. Last time I counted, there's like over 50 people at Prime they're recruiting. Lots of the big carriers, they're going to be recruiting, and then we got two guys that are really doing some heavy duty recruiting, bam in your face type recruiting. I'm not going to mention any names on the channel or anything. I don't want to get in the middle of the drama with everything that's going on, because personally, with their recruiting, I can't say I disagree with it or agree with it, but I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to make a name for themselves. But anyways, that's for the there and there or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I don't have a good conscience right now to recruit anybody to any company at the moment, because where I'm at F2F, and it's not that it's a bad company, and I don't want you guys to get the wrong opinion that it's a bad company. It's not a bad company. It's actually a great company. It's just like I said in the last video. It's more the shippers and receivers, to where they just don't really care what's going on or how they're conducting themselves, or maybe the warehouses are short with getting you loaded, getting you unloaded. Long times at the shippers and receivers. Dry van's really having a hard time right now, and I'm pretty sure that reefer is going through the same type of things. Our country's kind of in shambles at the moment. I'm hoping that things get better for 2025. I mean, everybody's banking on it, and I'm hoping that it gets better too. And not only that, just the freight brokers, dealing with the brokers, talking to them. And again, I've mentioned many a times that I'm kind of on, I don't really want to call it a dedicated account, but I've got a account that I'm on that has regular customers, and but still, it's handled by brokers. It's kind of weird the way it works out. The brokers still call you all hours of the day and night. They text you, want updates. I mean, you name it, they want to know everything, and they want to keep up with going on. And I don't have a good conscience for really recruiting anybody right at the moment. Now, again, with that being said, if this is your dream job and that's what you like to do, and there's several drivers out there that have contacted me even after I put out the video on Monday about this, they still want to come over and they still want to give it a shot. And again, if that's you, by all means, call me up. I'll be more than happy to help you, put you in the right direction. But hopefully you'll use me as a referral. But I'm not going to be these slam bam guys that force you to use my name and so on. But but again, if you do want to use me, feel free, by all means, use me to come over here. I don't know honestly how long this is going to last. I'm not making near the money that I thought I was going to be making over here. I'm not doing horrible, but at the same time, I'm making a living and bills are somewhat getting paid. But the problem is there's not any extra. And again, I don't know if there's any extra at any company. I'm tired of moving companies and moving around. And if and when the next move is, I'd like to try to make it the last move, whether it's here or whether wherever it is. It doesn't matter. I do plan on doing recruiting in the future, but at the moment, like I said, I gotta figure it out. whether it's here, whether it's there, or wherever it is. I just don't have a good conscience with bringing people over and basically put my name on it. But again, with recruiting, and again, there's several of the guys that that are part of my crew that, and obviously they've been on the channel. They don't agree with me on recruiting. They don't think it's a good idea to recruit because they feel like it takes work away from them. My opinion has always been the more the merrier, but they are somewhat right in a roundabout way. But with that being said, for every one person that I bring over, the company has lost 5 to 10 people with the one person I brought over. So I don't see it as them taking their loads or my loads or however you want to look at it, because the turnover ratio is tremendous at any of the trucking companies. There isn't a trucking company that's out there that doesn't have over 100% turnover, if not 2 to 3, maybe even 400 or 500% turnover. That's just the trucking business, and it doesn't matter if you're an owner operator or if you're a lease operator or a company driver. It does not matter. It's just that's the way trucking business is. I had several comments. I've had several people comment on the lives, hey, you're moving around too much. You need to settle at one place. Well, again, just like I've always said, it's really nobody's business. And I'm not trying to call anybody out or anything like that, but it's really nobody's business what another man does or where he goes or how he handles his business. Because if I make a move to somewhere else, it's because of me and my family. I have to support a family. I've got a wife, a daughter, and I got a father-in-law that I support. I've got a son that lives out of state. I don't support him. He supports himself. He's a grown man. But anyways, I've got family members that care about me, and there's reasons why I make decisions on certain things that need to be done. And if I'm not making, X amount of dollars, I don't feel that it's worth to even be out here. But with, also too, getting a local job or staying at home. And, I don't know if that's the answer either, because you're going to make, tremendous amounts of money less. Being a truck driver is very lucrative if you know how to run a truck and if you know how to play the game. Anybody that's been in it a long time understands that, knows that. And I've always said, being a truck driver with a perfect record, quite a few years under my belt, it's like a professional athlete. You have to go where the money is. And I've done many videos talking about this. And I've also said that, the trucking business is crazy because nobody cares about the truck driver. We're kind of the middleman, the shippers, the receivers, our company, whatever company you work for, the managers, dispatchers. Nobody cares about you. Even the people on the road don't care about you. So you got so many negative things that are against you as it is. You're several 100% more likely to get involved in an accident that could possibly, end your career or even end your life. So, you really have to keep that in mind. And it's all about the money. And any driver that's out there that tells you that it's not about the money, really, then they need to make it about the money, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. And that's kind of the moral of my story with recruiting and just being out here on the road. I do plan on recruit again. Again, it won't be till after the beginning of the year. And honestly, I really don't know. There's going to have to be a real big change really quickly here where I'm at before I start recruiting again. And again, it's no reflection on F2F. I really wish that we were fast forward, a couple months or even a year away from now, because I really think that this would be an awesome place to be if the brokers and everybody was on board the same way the truck drivers are. But right now, the way the economy is, it's not there. I don't care where you're at, what you're doing. I think everybody can agree with me. And some guys are doing better than others, and you can still make a decent living and a decent wage out here. But, it's tough. It's a hustle. And if you are like me and you have a high truck payment, it becomes even more of a hustle. So guys that are out there that either own your truck, or maybe you have a low truck payment, a monthly payment or something like that, it comes a little bit easier to you guys. And I get it, and I understand it. But, really, when you think about it, there really isn't a wrong or a right way to do this. As long as you make money, you're happy with it, your family's happy with it, and your family can deal with it, and you can have a little bit of home time here and there. When I got into this, I had a goal. I am almost 1 year into my goal. The original goal was a 3-year goal, but I think I can shorten it down to a 2-year goal. So I'm thinking, in the next 12 to 13 months, I think my goal will be achieved to where I can be where I want to be and, make some other decisions on how I want to run my truck. But right now, I have to run the truck, as a hustle as, quickly as I possibly can and make the most amount of money as I possibly can. Now, in a year or two, whatever way it goes, then, things can change and, options can change. Companies can change. Opportunities can change. There's a lot of things that can change. But do I think it's a good time to buy a truck? Absolutely. Right now, to me, is the best time to get into this business because my opinion is I think everything's going to go up within the next few months. It might take 6 months, might even take a year, but I think in the next 12 months, we will all be sitting really well. And the guys that have been through it for the last 2 or 3 years, guess what? You're still here. You're still making it. Well, you made it through probably the hardest time in the trucking world history, whatever you want to call it. I made it through. We're almost through that hurdle, and we all have to keep pushing. Sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. I went through a process with Swift where I was training. Didn't really want to train, but you know what? It kept the boat afloat. I'm not opposed to doing it again if I had to. But unfortunately, with my truck, it's really not an option. Truck payment changes. Everything changes with the truck when you run it as a team. Nor do I really want that any longer. But there's other things that can be done too. You can run dedicated like I have been. Not really what I wanted to do, but it's consistent money. And quite frankly, it might be with a different company that's a little bit more steady. Don't know. But there are options out there. And again, like I said, I think it's the best time to get into trucking. That's why I like recruiting. And when I recruit, I like to kind of help the guys out a little bit. I know I haven't been there a lot for the few guys that I have brought into the JB Hunt world. There's a few of them. I talk to a few of them on a day-to-day basis, but there are a few of them that it's kind of mutual. They haven't called me. I haven't called them, but I'm here to help them if they need a phone call or whatever. But nobody's tried to contact me. But anybody that I brought over, my access is really easy, and it's touche. It goes both ways. My phone's very available. I put it out there for everybody to call. If anybody wanted to call, they could always call. Anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to say about recruiting, guys. I know I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent, but I will be back. I will recruit again. Just all I can tell you is wait and see what happens in the near future. My goal is to try to make everything work here. But there's going to be a lot of things that's going to have to change. I don't know if they can be changed, but we'll see here in the next few months how things go. But right now, that's really all I have to say. Don't forget to catch the live on Sundays. I think we put a pretty good show together, me and 18 Wheels. Kind of going through a little bit of a transition, trying to figure out, what we're going to do and how we're going to do things. I got some plans for the new year that might work out pretty good. As of right now, it's me and 18 Wheels, and he likes doing his little news articles, and I think we're going to continue with that. And any suggestions, pop them in the comments. I'm always open for comments of anything. If you don't like this video and you don't like recruiting, comment. I know a lot of you guys don't like, people recruiting. Let me know what your feelings are about it. Doesn't really change my mind. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Just, be honest. But, be respectful when you make comments. Don't be stupid. There's really no sense in that. But be respectful and tell me what you think and, what you would do in my situation or even comments. But I know I'm going on and on. Guys, you guys have a good day and take it easy. Be safe.